By the way, something fantastic right now. We're talking about Canada's Garden Street. There's a competition to find the prettiest garden street in the entire country, and I think it might be on Emily Street. I don't know. We'll find it.
All right, let's check in with Kevin Yard. It is all about beautifying not only your garden, but your street this morning. Kevin, what's going on?
Well, it is a cold start to the day for sure. Definitely have to put some layers on. By the way, there is an amazing competition. It's called Canada's Garden Street. I'm here with Dennis Flanagan from Landscape Ontario. I'm in your garden. Tell us what makes a pretty garden.
A pretty garden is a combination between trees, shrubs, perennials, roses, in my opinion, and places for annuals. But Kevin, this is such an exciting competition that we have through Garden Days, gardendays.ca. It's a national competition. We'd like people to, in 150 words, send us why they think their street is the best garden street in the country. Send in some pictures, and as a reward, there's a prize. $1,000 worth of gardening goods from Home Hardware, courtesy of Mark Cullen.
Okay, and hey, sign up everybody. I throw it back inside the studio right now. Back to weather around the world, but here in southern Ontario, it's high pressure and it's cold. It is very cold, much colder than yesterday. As a matter of fact, temperatures are anywhere from 2 to 5 degrees right across the GTA, feeling anywhere from -3 to 0. So put some layers on. And by the way, we are in Stouffville this morning. It's all about a competition called gardendays.ca. You can sign up for that. And I've got Carol here who has a beautiful garden. What makes your garden the prettiest?
Well, I was just looking at it this morning, and I thought it's all in the details. If you look closely, you can see the little violets, you can see the strawberries coming through, and then we move on and you can see the tulips and the lily valley starting to come. But it's all over effect pretty, and it is the prettiest street in Stouffville.
Okay, so it's the Canada's Garden Street, and to sign up, go to gardendays.ca. What do you think, Emily? Is this not a pretty garden?
It really is, and the lily of the valley, the smell is just gorgeous. So yeah, that is a beautiful garden.
Active weather around the world, but here in southern Ontario, it is a cold and sunny start to the day. Temperatures anywhere from 2 to 5 degrees, so you definitely need some layers. I've got my gloves on, and by the way, an amazing competition going on. It is the Canada Days competition, and it allows you to get your street and or your garden involved, and you can win a competition. I'm here with Dave, who has an amazing garden here. Tell us, why do you enjoy gardening? Your wife's back there doing some pruning there.
Yep, well, it's a very enjoyable activity, relaxing, and you feel good about yourself when you've invested a bit of time and you get a good result.
Now, on a cold day like this, you still get out in the garden?
Yeah, well, not as likely. Tend to wait till noon, and it warms up a bit, and it's a little more enjoyable.
Okay, so the competition, of course, is called gardendays.ca. Go there, and Emily, look at this garden here. Jeanette, she's doing a good job pruning back inside of the studio.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I love gardening. I find it very, very relaxing and really satisfying when you've done a big job or even just little jobs that make your garden look just perfect. It's nice to sit back with a cold drink and, I don't know, relish in your hard work. All right, Kevin joins us from beautiful Stouffville, Ontario this morning. The sun is shining, but the temperatures, well, they're not so warm, are they, Kevin?
No, not at all. They're anywhere from 3 to 6 degrees across the GTA, feeling even colder than that with the northwesterly wind. So, yeah, put the sweater on and maybe even some gloves and a toque, because it is a cold start to the day. By the way, I'm here with Dennis Flanagan from Landscape Ontario. Any tips on protecting your gardens or plants on cold days like this?
Kevin, what are you doing to us? It's freezing. Most shrubs and things are okay, but tender things like begonias, hanging baskets, impatiens, bring them inside the garage or cover them up to protect them from that cold weather.
Okay, now the competition we're going to be talking about is Canada's Garden Street. Quickly tell us about that.
Yeah, Garden Street. It's Garden Days, gardendays.ca. Come and see how to enter the competition. It's all about inspiring people to get out and garden, celebrate gardening with families, friends, pets, kids, communities, schools, you name it. So get out there and garden on Garden Days, June 19th, 20th, 21st.
Okay, Dave and Jeanette doing a great job, guys. Back inside the studio. Kitchener, Oshawa, Toronto, as well as right here in Stouffville where we are. I'm here with Dennis Flanagan from Landscape Ontario, and you've covered up your begonias. What was the significance of covering them up?
I have. As you know, begonias, impatiens, they're tropical plants. They're full of water, and if we have that settling frost, particularly at night, it's going to destroy these plants. So don't hesitate, get out there and do some gardening, but just be prepared to put a bed sheet, this is a car cover, just over those sensitive plants.
Okay, and to find out, are we going to warm up for the rest of the week? Let's put it back inside of the studio.